Hello, Matthew back with a new writing update. And this one will be a little more than a writing update. I'm still going to keep this short. So, updates on the book. I am about 8 to 11% into editing my novel, Just as Human. I'm going to call it that for right now until I have a better name for it. I have another name. I might as well call it that. Negative Temperatures. But it doesn't quite hit all the... it doesn't quite wrap itself around the story enough. I have reasons why I could name it that, but it's still not quite the title that I'm looking for. But that aside, I'm working on chapter 2 of rewriting chapter 2. I essentially had to gut about 99% of it for good reason. So I'm learning to do some stuff that I'm kind of struggling with, but I think it's going to turn out better in the end with what I'm adding content-wise. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. Instead of this happening, this is happening because this has purpose to it, and this does not. Essentially, is what I'm doing, and connecting some dots together. So I am doing that, and it's kind of coming along a little slowly, but I work full time, and I get a little worn out. So I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm going to keep doing it. Just glancing down at my notes. I'm just working on that one. I got a short story back from a developmental editor I paid a couple weeks ago. It's something that I think would be a good palate cleanser, really. If there are times where I'm burnt out of working on the book, which can happen to any aspiring novelist, then I want something small to work on. And I have a 13 page short story that I can work on making some revisions to. It shouldn't be as in-depth, honestly, as the book is. There's things I know I will have to pry apart and expand on little chunks of it, but overall, that short story is a fairly good place, and I know I can turn that into something to pitch to magazines or to agents. So if I want to work on that instead of the book, well, I'll work on that too. I wanted to also add a bit more to this video by just mentioning a few things. I had a video a couple weeks ago talked about don't join the game industry, take a side quest. And holy crap, that really got a lot of views. Over 2.2 or 2,200 or 2,400 last I checked, which that's way more than I thought would actually happen. That happened within 3 days of uploading that. I was shocked. It's my most viewed video in all of my YouTube time, which isn't saying much. And it's my most commented on YouTube video. So, cool. I just wanted to mention, though, that there have been 20,000 layoffs in the past 2.5 years with the game industry. And it sucks. Yeah, they're video games. But these are people's lives that are their livelihoods that they've lost them. I mean, they're not the only industry struggling with job losses, but it's insane to see what's happening. Hopefully in the next year, or even as soon as possible, really, and then it'll all slow down. Companies will stop closing studios, stop canceling projects. They explain why they're doing it. Like Xbox just said they're going to be closing those 4 studios, including Tango Gameworks, because they want to realign their focus on more high impact titles. But they closed down a successful studio. That made no sense. That Hi-Fi Rush was a great game. I've enjoyed a few hours of it. The other studios, well, they're a whole different. They're questionable, I suppose. So it's crazy to see how the game industry is floundering in terms of studios staying afloat, even if they're minorly successful, whereas they're making billions of dollars a year. Anyway, that's just wild to see. So if you have any comments on that, about staying hopeful with the job market in that industry, share in the comments what you think about things. And it might be more negative than I imagine, but that I would like there to be some manner of positivity and some encouragement to people who are still in that industry struggling. What am I reading right now? I wanted to add a few things to the video. What am I reading right now? I'm finishing a book by Andy Weir called Project Hail Mary. You may have heard of Andy Weir from The Martian, and director Ridley Scott adapted it, 10 years ago. Just realized it's on my shelf actually behind me. The Blu-ray copy is. Pretty good book, though. Project Hail Mary. I'm realizing how the structure of the novel is coming together at the end. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's really cool to see how that's working out. How the structure and the character arcs kind of coincide in some points. It's an interesting lesson in how to structure chapters and how to structure just old story and like previous story and current stories. They all come together. It's actually kind of neat. So I recommend reading that book by Andy Weir, Project Hail Mary. Hail Mary. And what am I playing, though, video game-wise? I thought that would be another interesting question to add to this video, which I'm not going to actually edit it, by the way. I'm just going to throw it on YouTube. I've been dabbling in Starfield. I was for about a month. And I was also trying out, currently, Fallout New Vegas, because the show is such a big deal. I never played Fallout. Don't crucify me for saying that, please. I had some Microsoft rewards points and bought the game used, and it's rather fun. It's very immersive. Like, you can wander around the Mojave Desert with the radio on. It actually makes things rather intriguing, even though there's not a lot of stuff to see. You just wander around and find settlements, kill the bad guys, and find the people who almost killed you in the beginning of the game. That's what I'm playing right now. In addition, I just bought Helldivers 2 on my PC, and I've been trying that a couple of times. Pretty fun game. Haven't played it online though. I'm just still getting used to the control scheme, and I'm not good at mouse and keyboard. I'm learning how to customize the keybinds so that I can figure things out and not have my fingers overlap each other. I wanted to end this video by asking you a question. What do you prefer in a book? This is specifically for books. Longer conversations where the characters, you share their relationships, their relationship dynamics. Longer drawn out conversations with world building and being immersed in the world like that within a book. Or do you prefer shorter, more focused, succinct, to the point conversations that kind of make the pacing of the story flow better? I have a habit of writing longer conversations, and I'm trying to tone down on that, but I'm wondering what you think. Maybe it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. Yeah, there's reasons to have both, but I'm wondering what you think. What hooks you, what engages with you in those kinds of stories? Long conversations or short conversations? And that's all I can think of for this video. Thank you for watching, and please take it easy in the job search. You can do it. It's just it's a stressful industry. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in a couple of weeks, hopefully, on the next video.